I'm Dallas Bump. I'm 94 years old. I love to make chairs, especially the lathe work. I love to do the lathe work. I don't know when I'll quit. I still work at it. Back in the 30s, I would call it it's probably about 5 or 6 other chair makers in this, say a 5-mile radius here. Most of them left during World War II times. My dad was the only one left here. So I just come back and joined him when the end of the war. That's my wife, Amelia Bump. Amelia Orrell started. In the south it was Orrell, in the north it was Orrell. She was right in. She went in with the rest of us. She done the weaving, and that's the first thing my mother taught her. And all the time she was telling her, say, "You're gonna be sorry you're learning." We had a son, and he had a motorcycle accident, and he lived about 2 years before he died. He got brain damage. We never could get anything done for him.
My mother died when I was 11. And my dad, he couldn't take care of us three. They were divorced anyway. Everybody's fighting who's gonna get who. One wanted my brother and the other one wanted my sister, and one wanted me, I guess. Anyway, Dallas said, "No, I'll just take off 3 of them." Everybody shut up. Next thing I know, we're living with them.
He lived with me until he went to the Air Force. And then when he come back, he worked for Weyerhaeuser. And then when they went out of business, he wanted to make chairs, so I want to get Leon into it while I can still go.
I never dreamed I'd be doing this. I was making good money working for a sawmill till they shut it down, and I figured, well, I had the chance, I might as well give it a shot. He don't chew me out anymore, but when we first started, he started chewing on me and stuff, and I just took it, and all of a sudden, I guess he thought he was gonna run me off, and he found out I wasn't leaving, and things went smooth from then on. I think he had his way of telling me that, see if I was really serious or not. And I've been doing it now for 6 years. I still got a lot to learn. Learning every day. We have no mass production on anything we do. Everything's just one piece at a time. Dallas, he does most of the turning while I'm doing everything else. Because that's about all Dallas. He'll be 95 in March, and he can turn real good. He's a good turner. He's about one of the best I've seen besides Grandpa Bump. He likes working because it keeps him busy, keeps his mind going. It limbers him up where he can move around a lot. If I ain't up here in 2 or 3 days, I got something going on. They said, "Leon, I need something to turn to keep me going." I said, "Okay, I'll get some stuff together." I think turning is what's keeping him going, is where he can turn the wood and everything, and watching me screw up where he can straighten me out.
The first time they ever showed me how to split was I used Aunt Amelia's knife, and I cut my thumb right off the bat. Oh yeah, I did. Dallas said, "Donna, you can't get blood on that." He said, "You're gonna have to," he said, "get it stopping from bleeding." So it's like, okay. But that's what I like to do. I enjoy weaving. You know, Della and Amelia and Julia, all them did it. So, but I just want to carry it on. So I'm glad Amelia and Dallas taught me how to do it. And then I want to go over, under, over, under. That's how I keep my pattern.
Yeah, this is a wooden pattern we use when we make our chairs and everything. This is a regular rocker front post. We get a straight board, run it across the planer, straighten it out. Then we take a finish nail, nail it in there, then we cut the head of it off. That makes the mark on the wood. That's how people know our chair's from anybody else's chair, because of the marks it makes.
These are marking where the rungs go in the side. Yeah, where the little holes.
There she is. That runs all the pulley system for the boring machine. And if you notice, the drill's running over there.
I think the main thing with the chair is to make it, people say they know it's going to, think they don't know going to fall down with them. And a rocker, it just has to fit a certain way. Making the outside edge of the tenant a little bit larger, I'd say about a 32nd larger than it is back at the shoulder, is what we always figure is the secret of a good chair. The rungs that goes in the chair are kiln dried. And the post you put them on, we try to get it about half dry. You want it to dry some so that it won't crack. And you drive it in a half dry piece of wood, when it shrinks on down, well then you can't hardly take it apart.
The fun starts now with the beating. People don't believe we beat our chairs together like we do. We use a axe with the end of it cut off to beat our chairs together. You ain't gonna beat no factory chair with a hammer like this, I can tell you that right now. You gotta know how to swing this hammer, because if you don't, a lot of times you'll really bang them up. You just, certain way. It took me about 3 months to kind of learn it, and I'm still learning the best way to hit them. Sometimes they're booger. Just like that. Takes a little bit of time. Keep. Yeah, there's been a lot of people telling me they're going to learn to make chairs, but a lot of people don't know what all goes into it. You got to know how to read your wood, your grains, everything else. There's your chair. Looks like I got a little blood on it. But that'll clean off.
Keep getting hung up with my shirt. Yeah, this is similar to doing the back, but the bottom takes a little bit longer and more weaving. The more you do it, the faster you can get at doing it, because didn't Amelia and them, they used to have races who could do the most chairs. They would time one another and see who could make the chair the fastest, who could weave it the fastest. I can do it about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit faster. I used to set myself, and I used to have to flip them, turn them over, get up and turn them. Yeah, so he made me this. I can turn it and it's not killing my back, but I like it a lot better. And I can get it done faster too. So, but I like it.
you sit back and you look at it, you're proud of what you do, and it's like a heritage thing that there ain't that many people that does it anymore. I'm the 5th generation making chairs out of the Bumps ancestry. I'm just glad that I was able to get with Dallas before something happened to him at his age and everything and learn it.
My dad never cared for training anybody else. For some reason, I don't know. What he would say, they wouldn't do what he wanted them to do. He wanted his chair made a certain way. He said, if you don't do it yourself, you don't know if there's any mistakes. So you got to learn to do everything yourself. And that was his theory on making chairs. So now then, Leon is going to learn, and he's going to carry the business home. He learns something every day. I learn something every day. You're going to learn something every day. If you try, you'll learn something every day.